The Thunder are tapping into their full potential as Coach Mark Daigneault has made it known he wants Jalen Williams and Aaron Wiggins to take more three-pointers this coming season, as it's been known they have been some of our better shooters these past few seasons, especially, I say past few, the past two, when we've only had Dub for 2 seasons now. But Dub shot around 40% from behind the three-point line, and Aaron Wiggins, I believe, shot close to 50%, but yet, even with their high numbers there, they're not taking a bunch of three-pointers, which may be part of the reason they lost to the Dallas Mavericks in the Western Conference semifinals 4-2 in the series. And so Mark Daigneault saw that and was like, look, I understand. I'm not going to be this guy that's saying whenever you have an opportunity to shoot a three, go ahead and take it. You know, like, I'm not going to tell you to take a three ball when there's 10 seconds left on the clock and you have a face, or a hand in your face. Sorry, my words are getting mixed up here. But what I am telling you, if you're open, shoot the dang ball. Shoot it. And there was a great quote that I saw that we're going to see in an article I found by Clemente Almanza that really summarizes what the Thunder are going to be doing from behind the three-point line this season, even with guys like Isaiah Hartenstein and those other players that don't really shoot the three ball as well or as often as some other guys. But they're going to make it part of their offense where, yeah, we're going to shoot the three ball. We're going to shoot it well. We're going to shoot it a good amount. And we're going to score 130, 140 on you because of how many three-pointers we're going to take and how good we are at shooting that. We're going to break that all down here today. But before we get into that, though, I want to take a quick moment to recognize that we have a fantasy basketball league. We need 2 more people to join, and then we'll have a live stream draft for the fantasy league as well once everyone's joined. Like I said, 2 spots. If you don't get in, leave a comment down below in this video. I can try to change it where we can get some more people in there depending on how many weren't able to get in. The link to join will be in the video description. With that out of the way, we can go ahead and get into the topic at hand here, talking about how the Thunder are going to be taking a lot more three-pointers this coming season. And like I mentioned in an article by Clemente Almanza, it was stated pretty clearly what the Thunder, the kind of approach that they are taking here. And this is what he had to say, and this is what I love, all right? The opening statement here. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, they'll take a paper balls at trash can approach with the outside shot. I love that. I think it sums up perfectly what Mark Daigneault keeps on talking about when he keeps on mentioning how he wants certain players taking more three balls, especially with like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Wiggins, and Jalen Williams. Since the start of training camp, Mark Daigneault and several players have discussed great lengths their aggressiveness with three-point attempts. Specifically, Daigneault singled out Jalen Williams and Aaron Wiggins as players he'd like to see take more outside shots. Both players had awesome efficiencies on decent volume last season, which suggests they could take a larger piece of the pie. Wiggins shot 49.2% from three on 1.6 attempts. Williams shot 42.7% from three on 3.4 attempts. The latter has spent significant time in practices and preseason games to work on his off-the-dribble three-pointer. Through the equivalent of roughly 1 game, 2 halves, he's attempted 10 outside shots, which is already double what he usually takes in a game. Like I mentioned, he took 6 in 1 game. So right there immediately, you can notice, like, okay, great efficiencies, all right? They're shooting the ball extremely well. It's just the fact they're not taking it a ton. If you're shooting it at that, like that efficiently, why don't you take the three ball more often? Why not? And Mark Daigneault saw that and was like, look, we're going to make this a large part of our offensive scheme, but especially with those 2 guys who shoot the ball very well. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is someone that's also going to be shooting the ball even more this upcoming season. Now, the rest of the article here, an Aaron Wiggins 3 is a good shot, Daigneault said. If he's going to shoot it at 38 to 39% instead of 50%, but it's going to create more space for our team. That'll net more positive than him shooting 50% in low volume. A learning curve involved in this adjustment of shot diets, but the long-term benefits far outweigh early struggles. The Thunder don't need to be the 2018 Houston Rockets, but there is room for them to grow and be a top 10 team in outside attempts. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Williams attract too much attention from opposing defenses on their drives to the basket to not take advantage. OKC's roster is littered with good outside shooters. Odds are at least a couple of them can uptick their volume. And this perfectly sums it up. This just shows how much ball knowledge Mark Daigneault truly has. All right? This quote encapsulates it. The goal is not the highest percentage, Daigneault said. The goal is the best efficiency for the team. So it's basically taking into effect, all right? How many are we taking a game? How many are we knocking down? What is that sweet spot that we need to be shooting and knocking down as a team? like it was mentioned, we don't need to be the 2018 Rockets where half our shots are three-pointers, but it'd be nice if a third, maybe, even like 40% of our shots are three-pointers and 60% are twos. That'd be nice, especially when you look how well we shoot the ball. When you look at the percentages, like I mentioned with Wiggins and Dub, those guys, they shoot the three ball extremely well. They might as well take more. Sure, their numbers will go down percentage-wise, but ultimately their points per game will go up along with the Oklahoma City Thunder's team totals. That's what matters. Not individual statistics, but instead the team totals. That's what truly matters when you're looking at the three-point shot. Does it increase production? Are we scoring more? All right, are we winning more games? Yes? All right, let's keep taking those three balls then. Not the, okay, only take them if you know you're going to make it. No, if you have a chance to shoot it, shoot it. That's pretty much what he's saying there. And it shows, all right? When you look at Jalen Williams and Aaron Wiggins, their statistics from last season, I'm going to go ahead and look at all of them. 19 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, 54% from the field and 43% from behind the three-point line. This is where it gets interesting. 52% of his threes were from the corner. 75% of his threes were assisted. But lower than 25% of his shots were three-pointers. That, like, every 4 shots, one of them is a three-pointer. That's not okay. All right? That means, if my math is correct here, he's taken 3 attempts a game. Let's round it up to 4. All right? Let's go and round it up to 4 from last season. Looking at this number, if he's taking 25% of his shots are three-pointers, all right, for a game, that means he's only taking 4 of his 16 shots are three-pointers. Realistically, that needs to be like 6 or 7 when you look at how well he shoots the ball. And the same can go for Aaron Wiggins right here, all right, 7 points a game, 56% from the field, and then almost 50% from behind the three-point line, 40% on corner threes. Almost all of his three-pointers are assisted, but like I said, he's not really taking a ton, so of course they're all going to be assisted, and then 33% of all of his shots are three-pointers right there. So let's say he takes 9 shots that game. Only 3 of them were three-pointers, but still, that'd be an increase in what he did last year. I felt like he took like 6 or 7 shots a game last year. I could be wrong. Go ahead and tell me in the comment section below, but if that's the case, we need like 3 or 4 three-pointers a game from Wiggins while he's on the court, all right? We need like 6 three-pointers a game from Dub when he's on the court, okay? Especially if Dub wants to take this leap that everyone is predicting him to have, they need to do this. They need to shoot more three-pointers. Unfortunately, that is the name of the game in today's modern-day NBA, the three-point shot. And the Thunder need to, welcome it with open arms. They need to. Last year, they were the best three-point shooting team, but they didn't take the most. They ranked in the, bottom of the league in three-pointers attempted, but they were the best at making them. All right? That doesn't matter. I don't care. Okay? You're going to go 50% if you make 1 three-pointer but only took 2. We need to take more three-pointers as a team, and Jalen Williams and Aaron Wiggins are going to need to lead that charge, especially since they're some of our better three-point shooters when you look at percentage-wise. And Coach Daigneault recognizes that, the front office recognizes that, and thankfully the players recognize that as well, and it's already been shown in full effect in the preseason. That's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys personally think. Do you want to see them taking more three-pointers, or are you fine with them how many they were taking last year? Like, it's fine. We're going to score points. It doesn't matter because our defense is that good if we take more three-pointers. So just keep on doing what you've been doing. Or like I mentioned, do you want them to take more three-pointers? Or are you like, yes, take as many as you can. We want you to be like Stephen Curry out there. Let me know what you guys think. And once again, like I said, we have those 2 roster spots left in the Fantasy Basketball League. If you guys want to join, that link will be attached below, either in the comment section or video description. Check that out and join. I'll see you guys in the next video.